Chairman of the Board of Management of the Sam Sharpe Teachers College, Mr. Norman Reed, JP, Reverend Akari Brown, representative from the board and other board members, Principal, Mrs. Lauda Gobarson, Vice Principal, Mrs. Tanya Barnes Brown, and Acting Vice Principal, Mr. Darren Davidson, Campus Registrar, Mrs. Carleen Davis Ramsey, School Chaplain, Reverend Godfrey Francis, our guest speaker, Mr. Courtney Campbell, Group President and CEO of Victoria Mutual, members of faculty, members of the academic, the ancillary and administrative staff, awardees, students, specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am Andrea Palmer Richards, and I will be your guide for this very auspicious occasion of the Sam Sharpe Teachers College 2021 Student Awards ceremony. This particular ceremony has always been a light in my heart because it highlights the efforts and the achievements of our students. And in this environment where persons have said online school is a challenge, we will see that our students are really trailblazers. And it lines so very much up with our theme, Unstoppable Trailblazer, chartering a course of excellence. What a quite appropriate theme for this very important occasion. It is my pleasure to be with you to serve as your moderator. I want to personally congratulate all students, all awardees on their service, commitment to excellence. Let me invite Reverend Godfrey Francis, our school chaplain, to offer the opening prayer at this time.
Let us pray. Our God, our Heavenly Father, giver and sustainer of life, giver of all good gifts, and rewarder of all who do excellent. We pray, God, thanking you for this moment, thanking you that we can pause to celebrate efforts and the results that spring from our efforts. Thanking you, God, that we can pause to award those who have excelled and who, oh God, have been able to achieve the level of excellence that deserves recognition. We thank you, God, for what, as an institution, we have been able to accomplish in these differently challenging times. For you, O God, have assured us of your faithfulness, and you have proven to us that your faithfulness never fails. And so we ask you to bless each of us sharing in this experience. We ask you to bless this ceremony. We ask you to bless in a special way the awardees. And we ask you, God, to be with and to speak through our guest speaker, so that the words he will leave with us will serve as a challenge, as a blessing, and as an inspiration to all of us, so that we will continue to strive for the excellence that you have designed us to achieve. So take full control of this ceremony, every part of it, and in all that we think or say or do, be glorified, we pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen and amen. Let me invite us to turn on our cameras. It would be good to see our awardees. It would be good to see all those distinguished guests that were invited to the platform, all those supporters, parents, and well-wishers, persons from your own invited list. Feel free to turn on your cameras. We would really appreciate seeing the faces. And my students know that I like to see their faces. So thank you, Mr. Campbell. It's good to see your smile. I see that. Wonderful. And I wouldn't have seen that if your camera was not on. We will proceed. We are pleased to have with us all of you, all our guests. And I'm going to invite at this time Dr. Lorna Morrison, our principal, to make you welcome, as we are very happy to have you with us. Dr. Lorna Morrison.
Okay. Mrs. Pamela Richards, our chairperson, Reverend Godfrey Francis, our college chaplain, Mr. Norman Reed in absentia, and let me just point out that he's our board chairman and he's unavoidably absent. Reverend Takeri Brown, member of the Board of Management, and other members of the Sam Sharpe Teachers College Board of Management. Mr. Courtney Campbell, our guest speaker, members of the Sam Sharpe Teachers College academic and administrative and ancillary staff, all Sam Sharpe Teachers College students present and past, and other members of the Sam Sharpe Teachers College family, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. And I'm sure that Aristotle, having penned these words, would be pleased with us this afternoon as we're celebrating excellence. The visionary, empowering, and inspiring essentiality of our motto, service, commitment, excellence, is one that continues to unfold and be manifested in diverse and contextually uplifting ways. Awards Ceremony 2021, guided by our theme, Unstoppable Trailblazers, charting a course of excellence, is both validating and goal-centric as we continue to manifest and laud students' holistic growth and development. My colleagues in training, ladies and gentlemen, analysis of global affairs indicates a need for education to make persons more fit to live and fit to live with. In recognition of this need, our college increasingly rewards both academic and non-academic performance. Previously, awards were presented to students in years 2 to 5. However, this year, we're also validating our current year 1 students for the positive dispositions displayed during their pursuit of the course, Conversations for Greatness, that was offered by this institution in collaboration with the Joan Duncan JMMD Foundation. Commendations to all awardees. Continue being unstoppable trailblazers. May we, as we laud our unstoppable trailblazers, never forget that each of us is an oasis of endless possibilities. And so, even as we celebrate the achievements of members of the Sam Sharpe Teachers College family, this ceremony strives to celebrate past achievements and nurture or inspire future achievements. Be your own competition. Challenge yourselves. Remember that a flower does not think about competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms. Awards Ceremony 2021, a celebration of inspiration and achievements. May you be filled with gratitude and motivation. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Lorna Go-Morrison, for your welcome. At this time, we're going to invite Reverend Okere Brown, the member representing the Board of Management, to offer greetings.
Good afternoon. Mrs. Andrea Richards, MC for this evening's proceedings, Mr. Courtney Campbell, guest speaker, Reverend Godfrey Francis, college chaplain, Dr. Lorna Go-Morrison, principal, Mr. Norman Reed, chairman of the Board of Governors, members of staff of the Sam Sharpe Teachers College, awardees and visiting friends, good afternoon. The Board of Governors wants to congratulate all those persons who have done well.
All right.
All those persons who will receive awards today. The board is aware of the challenges that continues to circulate around our nation and by extension, the world. And you would agree with me that we are living in different times because of the paradigm shift that has been brought onto us by the pandemic. And speaking about this paradigm shift, we have seen that in this pandemic, the learning environment have been affected greatly because of what has been happening and what this pandemic has done so far. So to see our students excelling the way they have been and have done, it's really a good feeling, and the board celebrate with you this evening as you come to receive your awards. Well done. The board also wants to say thanks to the members of staff and all other persons who have been involved in the college for how you have been involved, for the hard work that you have been carrying out, so to make the college the place of exceptional learning, and also the place that persons will want to be a part of and is a part of. The board congratulate and say thanks to you for your hard work. So we greet you, greet all of you, all the awardees and all the persons who are here sharing with the awardees. And we want to say, continue to be safe, and also continue to encourage other persons to remain safe as you go through this period in our nation. Our chairman, Mr. Reed, sends his apologies, and he also sends his congratulations to the awardees as well. So greetings on behalf of the Board of Governors.
Thank you so very much, Reverend Brown, for that cordial greeting from the board. At this time, we will be favored with an item, Strive.
Sometimes it's hard, but try and you'll make it. Believe you me. In order to achieve, go forth and take it. Set yourself free. With obstacles in your way, you may fall before you rise. But if you really want good, you knows off a run. So get up and keep your eyes on the prize. So as part of your plan, you feel have ambition, and the Almighty One as your foundation. Hey, nobody get rich and switch, because that's definitely wrong. Me I beg you, no, don't forget your friends and where you come from. If you are thief, remember God now sleep. And although you're a robber man and you get well last week, you fall out the street, but you're beaten going steep, because God is a silent river and you know him run deep. Throughout history, lots of great men and women went about things the old-fashioned way. They just just kept on winning and winning. So strive, step up in life and go for what you know. You've got to strive. Remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. Be not moved by smart remarks from people who think they're witty. Keep moving on, mind gotta be strong and don't indulge in self-pity. But strive, step up in life and go for what you know. You got to strive, remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. With obstacles in your way, you may fall before you rise. But if you really want good, you know how to run. So get up and keep your eyes on the prize and strive. Step up in life and go for what you know. You got to strive. Remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. Throughout history, lots of great men and women went about things the old-fashioned way. They just kept on winning and winning. So strive, step up in life and go for what you know. You've got to strive, remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow.
Definitely a song that motivates us to continue to press on, and for those trailblazers and those aspiring to be trailblazers to also progress. Martin Luther King said, "Intelligence plus character, that is the true goal of education." Our guest speaker will be introduced by our biology and math student from the class of 2021, Miss Latoya Hamilton.
Master of Ceremony, Reverend Godfrey Francis, Chairman of the School Board, Mr. Norman Reed, the Principal, Dr. Lorna Gull Morrison, Vice Principals, Mrs. Tania Barnes Brown, and Mr. Darren Davidson, Coordinator, Mrs. Theresa Reed, specially invited guests, the academic, administrative, and ancillary staff, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, family members and well-wishers alike, not to mention my fellow awardees. A pleasant afternoon to you all. A mammoth task has been bestowed on me, but it is my esteemed honor and privilege to introduce to you the honorary guest for our awards ceremony today. This individual is a trailblazer, an innovator, having ignited a transformation within the organization of current employment, which includes an ambitious digital strategy that has led to new products and services being delivered in modern, convenient ways. He holds the distinction of being a corporate champion for the USTAT Mona campus and serves on the Governor General Jamaica Trust and the Investment Committee for the Council of World Missions. Additionally, he is President and Chief Executive Officer of Victoria Mutual, VM, a leading Jamaican financial group with operations that extend to major financial districts in North America and the United Kingdom. He serves as Director for all VMBS subsidiaries, as well as Associate Company, British Caribbean Insurance Company, BCIC. He is also Chairman of the VM Foundation and the United Church Mission Enterprise. In uplifting Jamaicans, he serves as a Justice of the Peace, an advisory board member of the Governor General's Program for Excellence, and an I Believe Initiative ambassador. When I speak about a successful track record, I speak about our guest speaker. He has served for over 23 years with the National Commercial Bank, serving in various management positions, including head of the Retail Banking Division and other roles instrumental to the bank's success. Prior to this, he had already established an enviable record of success in several senior executive roles, including that of CEO of Grace Kennedy Financial Group. In April of 2016, he assumed his current position, President of Victoria Mutual. In terms of academic qualifications, our keynote speaker holds a Bachelor's of Science degree in Management Studies from the University of the West Indies and a master's degree in Business Administration with distinction in finance, jointly awarded by the University of Wales and Manchester Business School. He is also a member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, London. Who is he? I believe he is wise, competent, and worthy to share in this momentous occasion. After all, he is au fait with success. I know you are eager to hear what he has to share once he begins his address to us under the theme, Unstoppable Trailblazers, Charting a Course of Excellence. I am delighted, jubilant, and ecstatic to introduce to you Mr. Courtney Campbell. I thank you.
Please let us make him welcome by affording him the privilege of seeing electronic hand claps. Ensure tech team that Mr. Courtney Campbell can open his mic, please. So allow him to open his mic. Can we see those hand claps going up? Mr. Campbell, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. Those accolades and those involvement and the impact you have had as your own trailblazer is an inspiration to all of us. Wonderful.
Thank you very much, MC, and thanks very much for that welcome. And I'm going to ask for that introduction everywhere I go in the future. Such a lovely introduction. So wish to acknowledge and celebrate our member of Board of Management, Reverend Ocker Brown, the principal, Lorna Go Morrison, college captain, Reverend Godfrey Francis, all the members of staff of Sam Sharpe College, Teachers College, and all the awardees, especially, and friends of Sam Sharpe. You know, really great to have you on. I'm seeing 392 participants online. That's great. And I just love the energy that's in the chat. So I'm really delighted to be here with you. Even though we're physically separated, the energy of this gathering is absolutely palpable. So once again, I offer sincere congratulations to all award recipients and to the dedicated Board of Governors, to the principal and staff of the college. You have all shown great resilience through trying times. And today, as you pause to recognize the excellent performance of those among you, may you be encouraged to nurture that can-do spirit that has served you so well, especially over the past 18 months, almost 2 years. And let that can-do spirit empower you to even greater success in the future. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to share some thoughts with you this afternoon as we consider not so much the past, but the months and years ahead and what it will take to thrive in this fast changing world. You know, it's quite clear that excellence is not a foreign concept to the students, staff, or administrators of Sam Sharpe Teachers College. But as is true for all of us, the pursuit of excellence must be carefully managed. In my experience, gained over many years at various levels in banking, I have learned that excellence does not happen by accident. Excellence is also faithful and will, as sure as night follows day, be achieved by anyone who is diligent in its pursuit. So I really congratulate you also for the theme, Unstoppable Trailblazers, charting a course of excellence. So how do we chart this course of excellence? How do we achieve excellence consistently and become unstoppable trailblazers? Well, I believe that the diligent pursuit of excellence, no matter the particular endeavor, is contingent on what I would call the 5 P's. The 5 P's. Purpose, passion, preparation, perseverance, and people. So the 5 P's: purpose, passion, preparation, perseverance, and people. So let's start with purpose. What is the purpose behind the work that you are doing now? Consider that for a moment. To the students, what is the purpose behind your studies? Lecturers, what is the purpose behind your decision to choose this field of work? These are important questions to ask because purposeful work invariably creates excellent results. There's a quote that I recently read attributed to William Scolavino, and he said, "The height of your accomplishments will equal the depth of your convictions. You will reach as far in this life as your purpose directs you." So the key is to thoughtfully consider your motivations and your values to determine the driving purpose of the work that you're doing. How many of you are driven to become teachers because you have a burning desire to help transform this country? How many see teaching as a solid profession that can help to create a stable life for your families? You should tap into the purpose behind your pursuits and keep it in the forefront of your thoughts always. This will not only provide constant motivation, but will make the process more manageable as well. Because when we tie our work to a higher purpose, doing things for something that is bigger than ourselves, it completely changes the experience for us. And one of the things that we constantly reinforce with our team members at VM is the purpose behind the work that we do. VM has a unique story. I don't know how many of you know in that it was founded out of an ambitious dream held by a group of clergymen, some churchmen who founded VM. And they did that in a time of tremendous inequality in Jamaica. And they imagined a better reality for the average hardworking people of the island. And this bold dream was that all men and women in the nation whose primary residence had been emancipated from slavery only 40 years earlier, and who had led a bloody battle for equality in the Morant Bay Rebellion just 13 years before, they felt that they should be empowered to own their own homes and achieve their financial dreams. And the only prerequisite for empowerment, the churchmen believed, was a willingness to work hard and an ability to exercise discipline consistently in savings. And this firm belief that everyone should be afforded the dignity of financial well-being continues to drive VM in a very real way today in 2021. And we pursue excellence not for the sake of it, but because we know that when we deliver on our promises to the people we serve, we are facilitating greater inclusion and quite literally transforming lives. And there's no doubt in my mind that it is this unwavering focus on our purpose that has sustained VM for 143 years through 2 world wars, financial crises, and the often turbulent ebbs and flows of changing seasons. And I want to share with you my personal story. I joined VM Group after a long period of contemplation and prayer. In fact, I was headhunted, so I wasn't planning to leave where I was before. But after several months, the eventual deciding factor was that the purpose of VM aligned with how I saw my purpose. For a long time, I had been concerned about inequality in Jamaica and recognized that greater financial inclusion, in other words, more people using financial products such as saving and investing, borrowing for homes, preparing for retirement, being protected by insurance, that was one important way of reducing this inequality that I was concerned about. And I always wanted to impact inequality through my job. And so I chose VM because VM Group was established to empower our people to achieve financial well-being and has always been the leader in financial inclusion. So this was my opportunity then to build a better, more equal Jamaica. Can VM by ourselves do it? No, but we can be one of a million points of light in fixing this problem, right? So that's the first thing, purpose. The second P is passion, because purposeful work inspires passion. Think about it. We all have things we don't like doing, things that we put off for as long as we possibly can. And when we finally get around to it, the entire activity feels tedious. But this is not the case when you engage in purposeful work. When you are motivated to achieve something for a purpose bigger than yourself, there is a fire lit inside of you that drives you to keep going even in trying times. And this is passion. Passion for teaching, passion for national service, passion for supporting and creating opportunities for your own families. These are the things that will keep you going when it gets hard, because there will be hard days. At VM, we are currently in the midst of a brand transformation. And you might have seen our new logo and brand colors revealed only last week. And some may wonder why we needed to take on this huge task now. Why not leave well enough alone? Well, the answer to that question is passion. We are passionate about transforming lives. In fact, we are so passionate about this that it is now the tagline of the group, transform your everyday. So yes, these are challenging times. Yes, our plates are full with many exciting projects and initiatives. Yes, the brand transformation is a huge undertaking. But passion drives us, because this evolution that is happening at the group now means that more people will be empowered to achieve financial well-being in keeping with our founding purpose. So what are you passionate about? And then the third P is preparation. Benjamin Franklin is quoted as saying that by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Preparation is simply putting your purpose and passion into action, because it doesn't make sense to have identified this very powerful purpose and be passionate about it without acting on it. So that's what preparation is, acting on your purpose and your passion. So consider the hours that Usain Bolt and Shelley and Fraser Price put into training before ever stepping onto the track at the Olympics or any major meet. There are no crowds cheering them on when they're preparing at 5:30 in the morning. It is often lonely, grueling work, but it is essential to them achieving excellence at the big meets. And you have probably heard of the 10,000-hour rule, which was popularized by Malcolm Gladwell's blockbuster book, Outliers. As Gladwell tells it, The rule goes like this. It takes 10,000 hours of intensive practice to achieve mastery of complex skills like playing the violin. And this sounds like a lot. And it is 10,000 hours. But excellence requires discipline and patience. The good news is that, as I said earlier, if your work is tied to purpose and fueled by passion, the required preparation will seem easier. And I'll tell another personal story. When I was a young banker, especially in corporate banking, I used to stay up until 2:30 a.m. many mornings, nights into mornings, preparing proposals for my clients because I wanted to play my role in growing Jamaica, in increasing employment, increasing exports, etc. And I felt that this was how I could contribute. So I didn't see it as analyzing a loan application. I saw it as contributing to the economic well-being of some families. And so I put the time into preparing well. And this commitment to preparation has also seen me read more than most people, research more than most people, and undertake further studies. And so, as I mentioned about undertaking further studies, a major part of being prepared is committing to lifelong learning. Many people like to claim that they are where they are because they are more talented than their peers. Maybe they think that they see the world in a different way, or that they are better at taking risks, or that they are simply more skilled than others at a particular thing. But in my experience, success more often comes to those who are wise enough to know that there is much that they do not know and actively pursue learning as much as they can. So a healthy appetite for knowledge is an important ingredient in the recipe for success. So that's the third P. So purpose, passion, preparation. What's the fourth P? Perseverance. Perseverance. The events of the past 20 months have turned perseverance into something of a buzzword. We're all talking now about the need to persevere until COVID-19 has been successfully contained. And if you have found that the pandemic has caused you to exercise your perseverance muscle a little more than normal, then it might be a good idea to keep the momentum going even when the worst of the pandemic can be declared over. Perseverance is really the ability to take the hard blows of life and keep going. And it is one of the greatest strengths you can develop. We all experience setbacks in life, but too many of us give up when things get tough. And every successful person you know in this world has experienced tremendous setbacks in their own journeys. And their success is the result of their willingness to press on, even when it got difficult and when success perhaps seemed impossible. Jeff Bezos is now the wealthiest man in the world. He owns Amazon. Some of you may shop on Amazon. So his name is now synonymous with success. He started his career with an auction site called Z-Shops, and it failed. Arianna Huffington's second book was rejected by publishers 36 times before getting picked up. The great Michael Jordan, the basketball player kind of my generation, is quoted as saying, "I've failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." So it's important that we connect the dots. Perseverance requires great mental fortitude, but if you're engaged in purposeful work, you'll have the passion to prepare, and this will make it easier to persevere. You got that? Perseverance requires great mental fortitude, but if you're engaged in purposeful work, you will have the passion to prepare, and this will make it easier to persevere. And then the final P is people. People. This is the fifth and final P, and it's essential to the attainment of excellence. People. The success of great measure is never achieved alone. No matter what you are doing, you will always need the support of others along the way. And it is critical for us to realize each other's value and to respect each other's worth and contribution, even to our personal wins. Whatever personal wins you have had, recognize that others have contributed to it. Good leaders must relate well to other people. They must listen. They must be open to input, to counsel, and even criticism. Good leaders need to have strong emotional intelligence and a willingness to receive uncomfortable feedback. And this is the unspoken lesson being learned during your time at college so far. While you have been on your academic journey, you have been learning to work with others and manage different personalities. Some of them, I'm sure, that you would have preferred to avoid altogether. So pay attention to these lessons as they come. Be grateful for them, even when they make you uncomfortable. These lessons are helping you to develop important skills that you will call upon as you continue to grow and achieve tremendous things. So friends of the Sam Sharpe family, what I've shared with you today has come from my own still unfolding journey. I hope you have found some value in these words and will consider applying them to your own story. Congratulations again to all award recipients. Congratulations to those who serve on the Board of Management, to the principal, congrats, to the staff of the Sam Sharpe Teachers College. Thank you all for having me, and may you all continue to be blessed beyond measure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Campbell. Your words today will definitely resonate in our minds and it will guide our path. Personally, for me, it will definitely make a difference. I really am happy I'm here today and I was able to sit at your feet as you inspired us all. Thank you again, Mr. Trailblazer.
Thank you. Great. Thank you for having me.
At this time, we will invite Shanice Campbell from the Sign Language Club to offer her item, Unstoppable. So appropriate for a speech like that. The buzzword for today, Unstoppable, Trailblazer, and the 5 Ps. Excellent.
I'll smile, I know what it takes to fool this down. I'll do it till the sun goes
putting our armors on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Miles Monroe said, hard work and diligence are essential to success, but they require an internal motivation, and that internal motivation is vision. At this time, we're at the moment where we have all been waiting for, the presentations of awards. And this will be done with 3 sections based on the number of awards we have to give. For the record, we are highlighting and we're able to award only those persons from each course with the highest A's.
We now present the course awards for Bachelor of Education, Year 1, Primary Education, Full-Time.
Tavina Robinson, Foundations of Grammar, Planet Earth.
Chantal Smith, Communication Skills 1, Introduction to Literacy Development, Child and Adolescent Development, Caribbean Religious Experience, Information Literacy.
Patrice Nemhard, Introduction to Literacy Development.
Shannon Harris Green, The Emerging Professional, Number Concept 1.
Natania Barnes, Child and Adolescent Development, Movement Education.
Liana Prendergast, Practicum 1.
Trishelle Herbert, Personal Development.
Kelia Brown, Personal Development.
Oshin James, Number Concept 2.
Kadian Samuels, Science for Primary Teachers 1.
Dana Lee Wigan, History and Sociology of the Caribbean.
Simone Grant, Creating and Teaching Visual Arts. Primary Education, Part-Time. Abigail Brackett, Communication Skills 1, Science for Primary Teachers 1, History and Sociology of the Caribbean.
Andrea Walford, The Emerging Professional, Planet Earth, Citizenship.
Tonian Pan, Number Concept 1.
Jamoy Thomas, Number Concept 2.
Melissa Morgan, Foundations of Grammar.
Sean Brown, Introduction to Information and Communication Technology.
Simone Wallen Sewell, Information Literacy.
Itisha Gordon, Information Literacy.
Tamira Graham, Child and Adolescent Development.
Chanel Cook, Child and Adolescent Development.
Ricardo Evans, Citizenship. We now present the awards for Bachelors of Education, Year 1, Early Childhood.
Roger Lynn, Historical and Philosophical Perspectives in Early Childhood. Strategies in Early Childhood Pedagogy 1. Foundation of Social Studies 1. Music for Early Childhood. Information Literacy. Communication Skills 1. The Emerging Professional. Mathematics in Early Childhood 1. Number Concept 1. Mathematics in Early Childhood 2. Foundations of Grammar.
Camian Williams, Personal Development. Early Childhood Part-Time, Ika Wilson, Child Growth and Development 1, Historical and Philosophical Perspective in the Caribbean. Foundations of Social Studies 1, Foundations of Grammar, Communication Skills 1.
Crystal Poyser Gray, Foundations of Social Studies 2.
Samoya Swaby, Strategies in Early Childhood Pedagogy 1.
Andrea Somerville, Strategies in Early Childhood Pedagogy 1.
Simona Thomas, Child Growth and Development 2.
Sharika Rose, Child Growth and Development 2.
Kayla Campbell, The Emerging Professional. We now present the course awards for Bachelor of Education, Year 1, School Counseling.
Diane Watson, Foundation of Grammar.
Landisha Clark, Practicum 1, Personal Development, Life Management Skills, Personal Growth and Development, Guidance Methodology, Fundamentals of Psychology, Music Appreciation.
Tian Lewis, Personal Development, Information Literacy.
Justin Nemhard, Lifespan Psychology, Counseling Approaches to Behavior Management.
Jamal Lynch, Foundation of Personality Development.
School Counseling, Part-Time. Natasha Williamson, The Emerging Professional, Fundamentals of Guidance and Counseling, Life Management Skills, Counseling Approaches to Behavior Management, Personal Growth and Development, Communication Skills 1, Sign Language 1, Functional Spanish.
Chantel Howell, Lifespan Psychology, Information Literacy, Functional Spanish.
Renee Gordon, Fundamentals of Psychology, Information Literacy. We now present the course awards for Bachelor of Education, Year 1, Special Education.
Aliyah Freighter, Introduction to Literacy Development, Number Concept 2, Caribbean Religious Experience.
Lloydan Hilton, The Emerging Professional, Practicum 1, Introduction to Exceptionalities, Special Education Methodology.
Shellyan Petgrave, Child and Adolescent Development.
Ruthann Lee, Personal Development.
Dacia Hall, Number Concept 1, Foundation of Social Studies 2, Science for Primary Teachers 1, Caribbean Religious Experience.
Deschanel Dennis, Foundation of Special Education, Special Education Methodology. We now present the course awards for Bachelor of Education, Year 1, Biology and Mathematics.
Verolia Excel, Communication Skills 1, Foundation Mathematics, College Algebra, Introductory Chemistry 1, Foundation of Grammar, Introduction to Information and Communication Technology.
Ricardo Barnaby, The Emerging Professional, Personal Development, Measurement, Introductory Biology 1, Introductory Chemistry 1, Introduction to Physics 1, Introductory Biology 2, Introduction to Physics 2, Information Literacy.
Jeremy Janae, Child and Adolescent Development, Personal Development.
Camilla Little, Personal Development. We now present the awards for Bachelor of Education, Year 1, English Language and Literature.
Javier Cooper, Introduction to Language Structure 1, Practicum 1, Poetry Studies and Appreciation and Introduction, Foundation of Grammar, Introduction to Information and Communication Technology.
Shawnee Mowat, The Emerging Professional, Examining and Teaching Adolescent Literature, Information Literacy.
Zanu and Morgan, Child and Adolescent Development, Practicum 1, Introduction to Information and Communication Technology.
Michaela Authors, Functional Spanish. Year 1, Modern Languages. Eleni James, Introduction to Language Structure 2, Personal Development, The Emerging Professional, Foundations of College Spanish 1, Foundations of College Spanish 2, Information Literacy, Hispanic Civilization and Culture 1.
Ariana Buchanan, Communication Skills 1, Child and Adolescent Development, Practicum 1, Foundation of College French 1, Foreign Language Education 1, Foundation of Grammar.
Ramona Vernon, Introduction to Information and Communication Technology, Foundations of College French 2.
Kayla Walker, Francophone Civilization and Culture, Foundations of Grammar.
We now present the course awards for Bachelor of Education Year 2, Primary Education Full-Time. Monicia Irvin, Communication Skills 2, Algebra and Problem Solving in the Primary Classroom, Geometry and Measurement. Layana Akoto, Teaching Language Arts in Primary School 1. Roxanne Clark, Teaching Language Arts in Primary School 2, Educational Technology, Strategies in Teaching and Learning. Ranali Rennings, Teaching Language Arts in Primary School 2. Shannon Smith, Classroom Management. Sabrina Williams, Introduction to Drama in Primary Education and Science for Primary Teachers 3. Moesha James, Introduction to Drama in Primary Education. Harry Drummond, Music in the Primary Classroom. Lishawn Hummels, Science for Primary Teachers 2. Rashida Vida, Special Needs in Education. Bridget Black, Health and Family Life Education. Primary Education Part-Time. Ashley Thomas, Algebra and Problem Solving in the Primary Classroom. Science for Primary Teachers 2. Gauntlet Brown, Caribbean Religious Experience. Kimberly White, Introduction to Literacy Development and Educational Technology. Shakira Shakes, Strategies of Teaching and Learning. Tina Turner, Strategies of Teaching and Learning and Educational Technology. Sharian Morgan, Special Needs in Education. Ian Murray Blair, Practicum 1 and Personal Development. Angela Ricketts Stevenson, Personal Development. Year 2, Early Childhood. Sabrina Miller, Communication Skills 2, Language and Literacy in the Early Years, Number Concept 1, Number Concept 2, Movement for Early Childhood, Science for Early Childhood Teachers 1, Curriculum for Preschoolers 3 to 5 years, Strategies in Early Childhood Pedagogy 2, Science for Early Childhood Teachers 2, Curriculum for Lower Primary 6 to 8 years, Creating and Teaching Visual Arts, and the Practical 2. Paula Ann Rodney, Guiding Young Children's Behavior.
Renee Brown, Strategies in Early Childhood Pedagogy. Curriculum for Preschoolers 3 to 5 years. Moral Education and Spirituality in Early Childhood. Andreen Palmer, Strategies in Early Childhood Pedagogy. Debian Allen Christie, Strategies in Early Childhood Pedagogy. Introduction to Children's Literacy, Communication Skills 2, Guiding Young Children's Behavior, Practicum 1. Tremaine Lewis Nesbitt, Science for Early Childhood Teachers 1, Personal Development.
Tanita Ennis Lee, Mathematics in Early Childhood 2, Music for Early Childhood 2.
Troyan Black, Special Needs in Education, Information Literacy. Year 2, School Counseling. Mark Perkins, Educational Technology. Natasha Turner, Strategies of Teaching and Learning, Counseling Theories and Techniques 1, Social Psychology, Substance Abuse Counseling, Introduction to Group Counseling, Family Relations and Caribbean Society. Shanique Maria, Personal Development, Contemporary Health and Family Life Education, Substance Abuse Counseling, Introducing Expressive Movement and Dance, Ethical Issues and Professional Identity, Conflict Management, Foundation Concepts in Mathematics 1. Deidre Brown, Counseling Theories and Techniques 1, Practical 2. Natasha Blythe, Functional Spanish. Special Education. Abigail Levy, Communication Skills 2, Strategies of Teaching and Learning, Foundation of Social Studies 2, Managing Communication Disorders, Teaching Students with Physical Disabilities and Health Impairment, Introduction to Curriculum Multiple to Severe Disabilities, Introduction to Education Multiple to Severe Disabilities, Sign Language 1, Entrepreneurship. Lafayne Bailey, Educational Technology, Entrepreneurship. Shanice Campbell, Practicum 2, Language and Literacy Development, Deaf and Hard of Hearing, Sign Language 2. Denise Allen, Behavior Management in Special Education Classrooms, Foundation of Social Studies 2, Music and the Exceptional Child, Introduction to Education, Mild to moderate disabilities. Vanessa Williams, Introduction to Audiology and Management, Deaf Education, Introduction to Curriculum, Deaf and Hard of Hearing, Introduction to Education, Deaf and Hard of Hearing. Daniel Samuels, Teaching Students with Emotional Disturbance. Chantel Thomas, Introduction to Curriculum, Mild to Moderate Disabilities. Chrysalie Campbell, Foundation of Social Studies 1. Fiona Clark, Teaching Language Arts to Students with Mild to Moderate Disabilities. Biology and Mathematics. Jessica Coleman, Communication Skills 2, Classroom Management, Ecological Principles and the Environment, Health, Disease and Lifestyle, Animal Diversity, Health and Family Life Education, Introduction to Information and Communication Technology, Practicum 2 Mathematics, Practicum 2 Biology. Kervanique Jackson, Educational Technology, Science Education 1, Health and Family Life Education, Functional Spanish. Crystalie Gardner, Strategies of Teaching and Learning, Teaching Secondary School Mathematics 1, Plant Diversity. English Language and Literature. Alia Ratika, Language Learning and Teaching, Educational Technology, Teaching and Assessing Comprehension Skills, Methods for Teaching Literature, Functional Spanish, Special Needs in Education. Danisha Umfro, Classroom Management, Teaching Grammar Skills and Content, Health and Family Life Education. Kimora Edwards, Strategies of Teaching and Learning. Shawnette Shan, Poetry of the Caribbean, Prose and Drama of the Caribbean, Special Needs in Education, Practicum 2. Rosika Barrett, Special Needs in Education, Practicum 2.
We now present the first awards for Bachelor of Education, Year 3, Primary Education.
Shaquille Beckford, Addressing Children's Literacy Development, Introduction to Writing, Assessment in Education, Introduction to Educational Research, Special Needs in Education, Multigrade Teaching. Shanice Edwards, Addressing Children's Literacy Development, Advanced Studies in Literacy 1. Tashara Furs, Assessment in Education, Mathematics Connection 1, Math Concentration 1, Geometry, Science for Primary Teachers 3. Michaela Moore, Assessment in Education, Functional Spanish. Janelle Gooden, Assessment in Education. Janoy Johnson Kamika, Statistics and Probability for Primary Teachers, Science Concentration 1, Introduction to Environmental Studies, Functional Spanish. Afia Walton, Statistics and Probability for Primary Teachers. Simone Motta, Teaching Mathematics at the Primary Level. Gabrielle McGee, Science for Primary Teachers 4. Rachel Samuels, Principles of Primary Teaching. Abigail Rowe, Functional Spanish. Akeelia Smith, Practicum 3.
Primary Education Part-Time. Ashley Campbell, Foundations of Grammar. Daniela O'Connor, Statistics and Probability for Primary Teachers. Ashani Patterson, Educational Technology, Functional Spanish.
Early Childhood. Shanake Stewart, Advanced Studies in Literacy 1. Akeelia McDonald, Introduction to Children's Literature. Sharika Davis Hall, Advanced Studies in Literacy 2, Assessment in Early Childhood Education, Introduction to Educational Research, Teaching Young Children Mathematics, Algebra and Problem Solving in the Primary Classroom, Special Needs in Early Childhood Education, and Spirituality in Early Childhood, School, Family and Community Relations, Basic Skills in Counseling. Judith Leach Williams, Advanced Studies in Literacy 2, School, Family and Community Relations. Tashana Reed, Curriculum for Infants and Toddlers 0 to 3 years, Practicum 3. Marvelyn Bowen, Health and Family Life Education.
Early Childhood Part-Time. Crystal Johnson, Science for Early Childhood Teachers. School, Family and Community Relations, Moral Education and Spirituality in Early Childhood, Introduction to Environmental Studies and Sustainable Development, Functional Spanish. Crystal Gale Graham, Algebra and Problem Solving in the Primary Classroom and Music for Early Childhood. Tracy Ann Thompson Moody, Personal Development and Assessment in Early Childhood Education. Angela Steele, Practicum 2.
Year 3, School Counseling. Kenisha Gillen, Literacy Across the Curriculum, Introduction to Educational Research, Assessment in Education, Career Counseling and Development. Practicum 3, Psychology of the Exceptional and Gifted, Multicultural Counseling, Assessment in Counseling, Citizenship. Debbie Daly, Educational Technology. Crystal Stenek, Counseling Theories and Techniques 2. Javar Spence, Music Appreciation. Peter Gay Clark, Functional Spanish. Adrian Ford, Functional Spanish. Chezan Young, Sign Language 1. Year 3, Special Education. Shanake Enriquez, Assessment in Education, Practicum 3, Adapted Physical Education, Teaching Gifted and Talented Students, Introduction to Environmental Studies, Basic Skills in Guidance and Counseling, Citizenship. Emily Anderson. Introduction to Educational Research, Sign Language 3, Instructional Methods, Deaf and Hard of Hearing. Jamil Johnson. Mathematics Methodology in Special Education, Teaching Functional Academic Skills to Students with Multiple Disabilities. Anis Ali. Specialized Techniques for Learners with Multiple Disabilities. Melissa Smith. Teaching Children with Learning Disabilities, Mild to Moderate. Geneva Forbes. Teaching academic subjects to students with mild disabilities. Jarita Roach. Teaching academic subjects to students with mild disabilities.
Year 3, Biology and Mathematics. Yashima Lawrence. Literacy across the curriculum. Special needs in education. Functional Spanish. Introduction to Environmental Studies and Sustainable Development. Desiree Rankin. Assessment in Education. Trigonometry. Calculus 1. Continuity and Change. Genetics. Science Education 2. Practicum 3, Biology. Practicum 3, Mathematics. The Fungi Kingdom. Biology of Microorganisms. Health and Family Life Education. Citizenship. Introduction to Environmental Studies and Sustainable Development. Entrepreneurship. Introduction to Educational Research. Kimberly Gardner. Newtonian Mechanics.
Year 3, English Language and Literature. Giselle McGaughan. Planning and Interpreting Language Arts. Literacy across the curriculum. Health and Family Life Education. Entrepreneurship. Rashana Brown. Special Needs in Education, Citizenship, Introduction to Educational Research. Rashana Trout. Teaching English as a Second Language, Functional Spanish, Introduction to Environmental Study.
Year 3, Modern Languages. Trisha Holness. Improved methods for teaching and assessing writing. Introduction to Language Structure 1. Advanced Communication in Spanish 1. Teaching English as a Second Language. Lafiti Whittingham. Introduction to Language Structure 2. Assessment in Education. Literacy across the curriculum. Poetry of the Caribbean. Citizenship. Entrepreneurship. Foreign Language Immersion Program. Practicum 3, Spanish. Practicum 3, English. Sonika Ergas. Foreign Language Education 4. Afro-Hispanic Literature. Literacy across the curriculum. Health and Family Life Education. Entrepreneurship. Introduction to Educational Research. Claudine Mitchell. Entrepreneurship.
We have to stop to say thank you and congratulations to all our parents, all the support they have given, all the partners who have supported our awardees. As Mr. Campbell said, the P in people, we must honor those who have contributed to our success. But let me just warn you that we have 2 other sections left. That was the section 1 for awardees from years 1, 2, and 3, and those are course awards to the persons holding the highest A's. At this time, we will be listening to Miss Rona Lemonius, When You Believe, a 3rd-year student of the Early Childhood Department.
When
that definitely deserves a round of applause. Such passion as she shared that item. I'm so happy to see so many of you celebrating in our chat, because your awardees need to know that you definitely recognize their achievement as well. As we celebrate them as an institution, Sam Sharpe is proud to call them our students, future leaders of Jamaica. We will now be going straight into our second section of the awards presentation for years 4 and 5 advanced degree course awards.
Presenting the awards for Bachelors of Education Years 4, 5, and Advanced Degree Course Awards. Year 4 Primary Education. Ruthen Bright, Introduction to Children's Literacy, Philosophy of Education, Science Concentration 2, and Citizenship. Karian Kernali, Advanced Studies in Literacy 2. Atira Horde, Professional Seminars and Mathematics Connection 2. Darisha James, Math in the STEM Classroom. Serena James, Music Concentration 2. Livia McIntyre, Movement Concentration 2. Malik Gordon, Research Applied, Theory and Practice. Kadia Smith, Practicum 4. Kenisha Peterkin, Practicum 4. Colleen Cunningham, Advanced Children's Literacy Development, part-time. Shaniqua Vernon, part-time, Advanced Studies in Literacy 1, Foundations of Grammar, Science for Primary Teachers 3, Functional Spanish, Introduction to Information and Communication Study, Technology. Georgia Leash, Assessment in Education. Barrington Thompson, Math in the STEM Classroom. Introduction to Educational Research and Functional Spanish, Ms. Tamika Thomas. Year 4 Early Childhood. Rosalie Pang, Advanced Studies in Literacy 2. Kalissa Stenep, Research Applied, Theory and Practice, Practicum 4, Functional Spanish. Valicia Vassell, Teaching Mathematics Through Play. Natasha Brown, Leadership and Administration in Early Childhood. Teresa Chisholm, Introduction to Children's Literature, Introduction to Environmental Studies and Sustainable Development, and Citizenship. Elsa Jones McIntosh, Teaching Young Children Mathematics, Teaching Mathematics Through Play, Assessment in Early Childhood Education, and Curriculum for Infants and Toddlers 0 to 3 years. Anika Reed, Teaching Young Children Mathematics, An Introduction to Information and Communication Technology. Cheyenne Aguirre, Curriculum for Infants and Toddlers 0 to 3 years, and Moral Education and Spirituality in Early Childhood. Marcia Forrest, Moral Education and Spirituality in Early Childhood. Year 4 School Counseling. Shavel Clark, Education Technology. Anique Morris, Philosophy of Education. Tamika Atkins, Abnormal Psychology, Program Development and Evaluation, and Practicum 4. Shanice Coombs Richards, Program Development and Evaluation. Joseph Dennis, Sign Language 1. Abigail Martin, Professional Seminars. David Evans, Research Applied, Theory and Practice. Year 4, Special Education. Mikhail Brown, Philosophy of Education, Introduction to Information Communication Technology and Research Applied, Theory and Practice. Deidrean Webb, Professional Seminars and Administration and Management in Special Education. Dana Lee Foote, Transition Planning and Career Development in Students, Functional Spanish and Practicum 4. Paige Samuels, Teaching Students with Intellectual Development Challenges. Shakira Seawright, Administration and Management in Special Education. Year 4, Biology and Mathematics. Latoya Hamilton, Philosophy of Education and Professional Seminars. Dana Blair, Biotechnology, the Application of Genetics and Special Needs in Education. Kimani Watson, Introduction to Environmental Studies and Sustainable Development and Entrepreneurship. Megan Samuels, Health and Family Life Education, Research Applied, Theory and Practice, and Practicum 4 Biology. Vianna McFarlane, Research Applied, Theory and Practice. Keosan Needham, Practicum 4 Mathematics. Year 4, English Language and Literatures. Jadine Palmer, Scaffolding Communication Studies, Philosophy of Education, Professional Seminars, World Literatures in the Post-Colonial Period, Special Needs in Education, Research Applied, Theory and Practice, Practicum 4, and Introduction to Information and Communication Technology. Keisha Channa, Special Needs in Education. Year 4, Modern Languages. Colleen Sadler, Philosophy of Education. Janelle Daly, Professional Seminars, Linguistics, Health and Family Life Education, and Mathematics for Everyday Living. Ellery Evans, Advanced Communication in Spanish 2, Introduction to Environmental Studies and Sustainable Development, Research Applied, Theory and Practice, Practicum 4 Spanish Major, and Practicum 4 English Minor. Year 5, Primary Education. Carla Thompson Vincent, Professional Seminars. Leroy Samuels, Introduction to Information and Communication Technology and Research Applied, Theory and Practice. Year 5, Early Childhood. Cheryl Gardner, Leadership and Administration in Early Childhood. Nadine Lewis, Professional Seminars. Kavina Doman, Practicum 4. Odane Hawkins, Research Applied, Theory and Practice. Lavisha Thorpe, Introduction to Information and Communication Technology. Advanced Degree Year 1. Vanessa Christie, Principles of Primary Teaching, Teaching Mathematics at the Primary Level, Teaching Language Arts in Primary School 2, Philosophy of Education, Multigrade Teaching, Introduction to Children's Literature and Functional Spanish. Cynthia Barnes, Math in the STEM Classroom. Anika Stewart Cole, Teaching Language Arts in Primary School 2. Shanika Scarlett, Introduction to Writing. Anseline Cunningham Dixon, Curriculum for Lower Primary Grades 0 to 3 years and Curriculum for Lower Primary Grades 6 to 8 years. Debian Hill, Moral Education and Spirituality in Early Childhood, Mathematics and Science for Early Childhood, and Historical and Philosophical Perspective in Caribbean Early Childhood Education. Advanced Degree Year 2. Davian Sams England, Science Concentration 1 and Science Concentration 2. Kimberly Kennedy Walters, Multigrade Teaching. Anika Daly, Introduction to Writing, Research Applied, Theory and Practice, and Science Concentration 1. Marsha Dixon Beckford, Math in the STEM Classroom and Strategies of Teaching and Learning. Simona Brown, Math in the STEM Classroom and Statistics and Probability for Primary Teachers. Paula Hudson, Basic Skills in Counseling, Science for the Primary Teacher 3 and Introduction to Educational Research. Shelley-Ann Hord Foster, Classroom Management. Claudia Reed, Educational Technology. Eaton Palmer, Educational Technology. Cassandra Rose Vassell, Curriculum for Infants and Toddlers 3 to 5 years and Mathematics and Science for Early Childhood. Keisha Lawrence, Basic Skills in Counseling, Introduction to Children's Literature. Christopher Mitchell, Basic Skills in Counseling, Teaching Academic Subjects to Students with Mild to Moderate Disabilities. Transition Planning and Career Development in Students with Disabilities. Educational Technology, Administration and Management in Special Education. Citizenship, Information Literacy, Introduction to Educational Research, Teaching Gifted and Talented Students, and Teaching Students with Intellectual Development Disabilities. Nashon Richards, Basic Skills in Counseling and Family Relations and Caribbean Society. Lanza Stewart, Citizenship.
That was the end of the course awards. We still have one section, special awards, coming up. Before we take the special awards, we will be favored with an item from Anique Morris, the class of 2021 school counseling. I call her the songbird. Anique.
There's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer. If you reach into your soul, and the soul that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth. that a hero lies in you. Ooh, it's a long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. Oh, and then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. Oh, Lord knows dreams are hard to follow, but don't let anyone tear them away. Oh no, there will be tomorrow. In time, you'll find a way. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. Ooh, that a hero lies in you. A hero lies in you.
And now you know why I said songbird. A hero lies in all of us. Thank you so very much, Anik, for reminding us of this very important thing. And I just want to also highlight, notice the talent at Sam Sharpe Teachers College. So we're not just academics, we also are talented. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I hope you're enjoying this evening as I am enjoying my time with you. Our third section, special awards. Take it away.
We now present the best awards, the best overall academic performance, second highest GPA, SSTC, and CMU Year 1. Tavina Robinson, Primary Education, full-time. Primary Education, part-time, Tonian Pang. Year 1, Early Childhood, full-time, Camion Williams. Early Childhood, part-time, Crystal Poyser Gray. Year 1 Counseling, School Counseling, Justin Nemard. Year 1 School Counseling, part-time, Chantal Howell. Year 1 Special Education, Lloyden Hilton. Year 1 Biology and Mathematics, Verolia Excel. Year 1 English Language and Literatures, Shawnee Mowat. Year 1 Modern Languages, Eleni James. Second highest GPA, Year 2. Primary Education Full-Time, Liana Akota. Primary Education Part-Time, Ashley Thomas. Early Childhood Education Full-Time, Paula Ann Rodney. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Tanita Ennis Lee. School Counseling, Deidre Brown and Shanique Marriott. Special Education, Denise Allen. Biology and Mathematics, Kervinique Jackson. English Language and Literature, Shawnette Shand. Second highest GPA, Year 3. Primary Education Full-Time, Afia Walton. Primary Education Part-Time, Nikita Richards Hanson. Early Childhood Education Full-Time, Tashana Green. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Corrine Harris Taylor. School Counseling, Crystal Stennett. Special Education, Tracia Reynolds. Biology and Mathematics, Yashima Lawrence. English Language and Literature, Rashana Trout. Modern Languages, Tricia Holness. Second highest GPA, Year 4. Primary Education Full-Time, Ruth Ann Bright. Primary Education Part-Time, Tamika Thomas. Early Childhood Education Full-Time, Teresa Chisholm. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Elsa Jones McIntosh. School Counseling, David Evans. Special Education, Deidran Webb. Biology and Mathematics, Dana Blair. English Language and Literatures, Carolee Samuels. And Modern Languages, Janelle Daly. Second highest GPA, Year 5 and Advanced Credit. Primary Education Part-Time, Tabia Watson. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Odane Hawkins. Advanced Credit Primary Education, Shanika Scarlett. Advanced Credit Early Childhood, Anseline Cunningham Daly. Advanced Credit Primary Education, Kenisha Lawrence. Highest GPA. Presenting the awards for Best Overall Academic Performance, Highest GPA, Sam Sharpe Teachers College and Caribbean Maritime University. Year 1. Logistics and Supply Chain Management Full-Time, Raheem McIntosh. Logistics and Supply Chain Management Part-Time, Cardine Dunkley. Engineering, Ruel Brown. Primary Education Full-Time, Chantal Smith. Primary Education Part-Time, Aitisha Gordon. Early Childhood Education Full-Time, Regine Lynn. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Ika Wilson. Counseling, Landisha Clark. Counseling Part-Time, Natasha Williamson. Special Education, Aliyah Freighter. Biology and Mathematics, Richarda Barnaby. English Language and Literature, Javier Cooper. And Modern Languages, Ariana Buchanan.
Year 2. Logistics and Supply Chain Management Full-Time, Shante Samuels. Logistics and Supply Chain Management Part-Time, Shamik Hall. Engineering, Romario Leslie. Primary Education Full-Time, Monicia Irving. Primary Education Part-Time, Nicole Richards. Early Childhood Education Full-Time, Sabrina Miller. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Debian Allen Christie. School Counseling, Nastasia Turner. Special Education, Abigail Levy. Biology and Mathematics, Jessica Coleman. English Language and Literature, Aliyah Ratigan.
Year 3. Logistics and Supply Chain Management Full-Time, Daniel Morgan. Logistics and Supply Chain Management Part-Time, Christopher Clark. Primary Education Full-Time, Shaquille Beckford. Primary Education Part-Time, Shawnee Patterson. Early Childhood Education Full-Time, Sharika Davis Hall. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Ruthann Holness. Counseling, Kenesha Gilling. Special Education, Shauna K. Henriquez. Biology and Mathematics, Desiree Rankin. English Language and Literature, Giselle McGowan. Modern Languages, Sonika Ergas.
Year 4, Logistics and Supply Chain Management Full-Time, Serena Lawrence. Logistics and Supply Chain Management Part-Time, Nicholas Seabright. Primary Education Full-Time, Atira Ford. Primary Education Part-Time, Shaniqua Vernon. Early Childhood Education Full-Time, Kelisa Stennett. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Cheyenne Roger. School Counseling, Tamika Atkins. Special Education, Dana Lee Foote. Biology and Mathematics, Megan Samuels. English Language and Literature, Jadine Palmer. Modern Languages, Ellery Evans.
Year 5. Primary Education Part-Time, Leroy Samuels. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Cheryl Gardner.
Advanced Degree, Primary Education Year 1, Vanessa Christie. Early Childhood Education Year 1, Debian Hill. Primary Education Year 2, Davia Sams England. Special Education Year 2, Christopher Mitchell.
Best Performance in Final Year Practicum, Primary Education Full-Time, Kadia Smith. Primary Education Full-Time, Kenesha Peterkin. Primary Education Part-Time, Tabia Watson. Early Childhood Education Part-Time, Kavina Doman. Early Childhood Education Full-Time, Kelisa Stennett. Counseling, Tamika Atkins. Special Education, Dana Lee Foote. Biology and Mathematics, Megan Samuels. English Language and Literature, Jadine Palmer. Modern Languages, Ellery Evans. Sam Sharpe Teachers College recognizes these individuals in the following areas. Outstanding academic performance in the Postgraduate Diploma in Education, Cindele Hamilton.
Class of 1978 Excellence in Sports Award, Shanice Edwards.
The Janice Bowie Grant for Second Year Male Student, Andre Hart.
Top Matriculant to Sam Sharpe Teachers College, Abigail Bailey.
Social Awards, Tashana Breed, Sharika Hall Davis, Judith Leach Williams, Shauna K. Stewart, Shaquille Beckford, Afia Walton, Janoy Johnson Kamika, Shauna K. Henriquez, Emily Anderson, and Leanna Akota.
Social Awards, Roxanne Clark, Mark Perkis, Nafiti Whittingham, Yukari Drummond, Tony Ann Leach, Natasha Holder, Bridget Black, Dante Gordon, Orain Hibbert.
Peer Counselor Award, Deidre Brown. The Sam Sharpe Teachers College presents these special awards to the following individuals. The Wesley Hewling Award for Outstanding Performance in the Primary Education Program Full-Time, Atira Ford.
The Lady Ivy Cook Award for Outstanding Performance in the Early Childhood Program, Full-Time, Kelisa Stennett.
The Jeannie Robinson Foster Award for Outstanding Performance in the Early Childhood Program, Part-Time, Odane Hawkins.
The Yvonne Powell Award for Outstanding Performance in the School Counseling Program, David Evans.
The Dr. Hickswell Douglas Award for Outstanding Performance in the Special Education Program, Mikhail Brown.
The Myrna Jenkins Award for Outstanding Performance in the English Language and Literature Program, Jadine Palmer.
The Sam Sharpe Teachers College Alumni Award for Spirit of Sam Sharpe, Roxanne Clark.
The Sir Howard Cook Award for Citizenship in Residence, Shauna K. Henriquez.
The Barbara Smith Award for Leadership in Residence, LaFane Bailey.
The Dr. Cecile Walden Award for Leadership, Full-Time, Mikhail Brown.
The Dr. Cecile Walden Award for Leadership, Part-Time, Barrington Thompson.
The Caribbean Maritime University Award for Leadership, Javane Anderson.
The Caribbean Maritime University Award for Community Service, Chelsea Roach. Caribbean Maritime Award for Community Service, Kadeen McCallum.
The Principal's Award of Distinction, Jadine Palmer.
The Chairman's Award of Distinction, Mikhail Brown.
Yes, that definitely deserves a round of applause. Excellent, excellent, excellent to our students, teachers, leadership team. We are so very proud of you all, students. Keep shining, keep blazing trails. At this time, Shanique Verna, Year 5 primary part-time student, will extend the vote of thanks. Please stay with us until the end. We only have one more item after this.
Of ceremony, Reverend Godfrey Francis, Board Chairman, and other members of the board, Madam Principal and Vice Principals, all members of staff, our most valued invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is with great honor that I propose a vote of thanks on this significant occasion on the behalf of this noble institution. This event would not be possible without the hands and hearts that toiled together to make it a memorable one, and so it is right to express our gratitude for an excellent job. Firstly, I would like to express sincere thanks to our guest speaker, Mr. Courtney Campbell. You took the time out of your busy schedule to share in this auspicious occasion with us and made it extra special by fueling us with your words of inspiration and motivation. You told us that in the pursuit of excellence or success, one ought to consider 5 P's: purpose, passion, preparation, perseverance, and people. We value your advice and will certainly apply such wisdom to our lives. I would like to further express heartfelt gratitude to the board chairman and the members of the Board of Governors who graced us with their presence today. and for their continuous support in the institution's development. We thank you. To our principal, Dr. Lorna Go Morrison, special thanks to you from all of us. We are grateful that you were able to share this moment with us today. We appreciate your dedication and constant motivations. To our academic and administrative staff, thank you for your sincere assistance and continuous support. You are a valued part of this family. Mere words cannot show our gratitude for your dedication and hard work. And I'm sure you were all smiles as you watched the trees you tended throughout the years produce sweet fruits. A special thank you to Mrs. Theresa Reed and the planning committee, who worked tirelessly to ensure the success of this program. It could not have taken place overnight without the effort you've put into it. A job well done. Special thanks to Mr. Vinton Horton, Mr. Tyane Robinson, and Mrs. Paula Sims Malcolm, those who worked in the technical department behind the scenes to make the presentation.
She seemed to be having some technical difficulties, but we will just generally say a big thank you to all the persons who participated, all the persons who came to be with us today. We really appreciate your attendance. As Mr. Campbell said, the numbers went up to over 400 in this particular event. And so we want to commend you for being a wonderful audience. I would also like to extend thanks to Shanique because she couldn't give thanks to herself for doing the vote of thanks. As B.B. King said, the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. And so as we come to the end of this wonderful evening, let me continue to encourage us all to remember that even where there's no path, there can still be a trail once you're willing to take that path. Thank you again to everyone and have yourselves a wonderful evening.
And you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. Oh, Lord knows dreams are hard to follow, but don't let anyone tear them away. Oh, there will be tomorrow. In time, you'll find a way. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. And you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong. And you finally see the truth that a hero lies.